And we are back with the after session for Session 8, Season 2 of Esper Genesis, where a lot has happened. So much has happened, and we're going to start with our extraordinary, dark, lovely, our princess and high priestess, Aura. Tell me, what were your session highlights?
I think that fight scene was probably the most cohesive we've ever been, but also the only time we've been able to maintain like what's the word? Like bonuses for that.
Oh, yeah.
I was so surprised that we were able to maintain concentration to keep those bonuses. Like, holy shit, I don't think I've ever been in a combat encounter that was able to maintain the bonuses that fucking long.
Thank God for that.
You whipped out that crit too. Oh, that was impressive. And I definitely agree. Oh, right.
And then real quick, the do you love me? I was just like, God damn it, I totally meant love as in like
do
like a universal love.
Do you love me?
It's just like
as a friend.
Do you love me? Like just a bad fucking sin.
Right.
Continue.
Most definitely. Is there anything else, Dark Lovely?
No, that was
all right. Typhoon 44, Captain Jonathan Archer. Tell me, what were your session highlights?
Much Avery really covered my ass tonight.
Yes, you did.
That double 18 was wow.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah, you got to do it with disadvantage to persuade this thing.
Right?
I need a ride. Let's go. And through the jungle you went.
Mm-hmm.
A wee moep, a wee moep, a wee moep, a wee moep.
I was one with the jungle. The other side of things, very much so agree with the Dark Lovely. The cohesiveness of the rest of the team and how they work together, but yet at the same time, in the line of questioning that the beastie gave them, they were able to maintain their individuality. Their persona, for lack of a better term for it.
Right.
Intention.
That was really well done. Kudos to you for coming up with it, and to them for figuring out the riddle. Just fighting the creature was not the solution.
Yeah, I am glad they did it too. I'm glad they had answers because it was, if it didn't, long story short, if you don't mind spoiler, it was getting ready to regenerate.
I think I would have had to wait a way to stop it, but that's good to know that you're willing to throw that at us.
Because I love you. All right. Sagaristio, Tonto Tomahawk, tell me, what were your session highlights?
Ooh, session highlights. Yeah, no, the fight was very interesting, and especially for the fact that I had a feeling at the beginning of this fight when it started asking questions, it's like, we're not supposed to kill this thing. Not in the traditional sense. We're supposed to answer its questions, so then it just, does its whole spiritual thing and dissipate, and bam, bow.
Right.
Like, I had a feeling when it started asking, like, questions to each of us, like, well, in our minds, it's like, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
We're still gonna fight it, because it's coming at us in a very hostile manner.
Right. Hostile negotiations, definitely.
Exactly. Very aggressive hostile negotiations.
Okay.
Which involved beheadings and clipping of wings and tying up of feet and
violent force expressions, slamming them into stuff. Yeah, sure, okay.
Oh, yeah. Yes, no, entirely. The other part was, yes, I'm glad that Archer managed to find himself a catch-a-ride.
Oh my god, I'm so glad he didn't die.
Yeah.
He managed to somehow find an Uber on this planet of no technology.
Lore-wise, they are Ubers.
Yeah.
All
Look
right,
at that.
that's
It
what,
pays to be good to your
what John
animals.
does. And as is usual, right at the end, who's there to pull you out of the hole?
Your wife.
Right. But hey, what the hell?
Awesome. Is there anything else, Tonto?
Uh, nah.
All right, all right. Alloy, Argus, Ashen Forge. What were your session highlights?
I have 2.
Okay.
Well, Archer being able to pull himself out of a terrible situation. And on top of that, not only like pull himself out of a situation by like, hey, I have a 4-armed Lorax to ride me back to where I need to be. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. The fight scene at the end, beautifully carried out.
Mm.
I mean, like, I only had moments of violence, not violence of moments, where I felt I was useful. I did something, which is great, but hey.
Well, dude,
Those-
you just like Elder Ring parry the swallowing?
I couldn't have done that without help from the 2 support characters. Honestly, if I didn't have their help, I'd be fucked. I'd be like hoping for the best of things. If 17 doesn't hit a target, I don't have a lot going on my side of the screen. Honestly,
Well, I still think you did a lot. You have any other
Oh,
session
I'm
highlights?
not gonna dispute that. I'm just saying they were the reason I succeeded.
It definitely was a team effort.
Oh, absolutely.
Most definitely. Draco, Writhing Brave Stride, Bonder of the Aether Storm Bow. Tell me, what were your session highlights?
All the support abilities going off was great. I'm glad Archer got out. But my favorite moment was, are you going to let go of the rope?
No.
No.
Why? Why would I? Why would I?
I had to
That-
ask.
Because at that point, fall damage was a thing, or I do something badass. So,
Both?
right. If I was gonna go out, I was gonna go out epically. But my favorite behind the scene thing that we really haven't talked about though
Oh.
is what the fuck is the first hunt member doing? He's going through all 7 challenges.
And we just sort of skipped that.
And we just trusted Val to do his thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of curious and laughing that this motherfucker is probably still in there trying to figure out all these challenges, and I'm like, we already done.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the first time I felt like we went at a race without that much challenge besides a fucking dragon.
We were playing shoots and ladders, and we found one of the shoots.
Yeah.
Look, don't worry. The first hurt member, he only triggered the rolling ball of death twice, so hopefully he'll
Only.
be okay.
It's gonna be funny when he comes out all battered and bruised, and he's like, "It was a lie," and I'm just like with a bow shooting out the mechs.
Was it?
Fucking noob.
I hold your
GG.
truth.
GG scrub, get good.
I guess the
LOL.
old ways always don't work, does it?
All right. Well, gentlemen, if that is the end of the night, I'm signing off.
Most definitely. Listen, you have
We
a
still
good
have
night.
Cobalt, though.
And well, oh yeah,
Cobalt.
I guess I'm here.
Speed
too.
run.
Sure.
Speed run.
Ditto to all you guys. The situation with Remus was just ridiculously funny at all times. I love how you guys answered the questions that were posed to you. You guys now have 2 core stones, and that makes you an even larger target. And I love that Archer managed to bypass a whole lot of content because of his Glog Uber.
Noted. Good night.
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 And for everyone watching, whenever I post these after sessions, good night, and let's level up together. Night.
Bye-bye.